We will start with today's lecture. Article 15, Clause 1 of the Constitution deals with states shall not discriminate on the basis of religion, race, caste, and sex and place of birth. Then Article 15, Clause 2, state and citizen shall not discriminate on the basis of religion, race, caste, sex, and place of birth. Then we have discussed Article 15, Clause 3 of the Indian Constitution that is deals with the state can make special provision for women and children. We have discussed number of legislation is made for the children and women. So Article 13 Clause 3 empower the Parliament and state government to make a laws give them special. Article 15 Clause 3 is the exception to the Article 15 Clause 1. Then we have discussed Article 15 Clause 4 which is inserted by first amendment in the constitution which is state can make a special provision for the advancement of the backward class. These are the four clause we have discussed in yesterday's lecture. In today's lecture, we will discuss Article 15 clause 5. What is Article 15 clause 5? Article 15 clause 5 is a result of the judicial decision. In TMA Pai Foundation versus State of Karnataka and PA in Ahmedabad versus State of Maharashtra, in these landmark cases, Supreme Court abolished the state quota in private unaided professional college and specifically held that state could not impose reservation in a private educational institution which are unaided. So, due to this case law, Parliament has introduced new amendment that is inserted by 1993 constitutional amendment. They have inserted clause 5 in article 15 of the constitution. By this amendment, Parliament has introduced the reservation system in private educational institution for education for the admission purpose and in job. So the beneficiary can get the benefit of in private educational institution in education as well as in job in private educational institution by this amendment. What is article 15 clause 5? Article 15 clause 5 is nothing in this article or in subclause G of the clause 1 of the article 19 shall prevent the state from making any special provision by law for the advancement of the socially and educationally backward classes of citizens. So for the backward classes of the citizen, that is scheduled caste and scheduled type, state can make a special provision in private educational institution education. Nothing will be prevent the state. It means Article 19 clause and Article 19 subclause 1 subclause G of the Constitution deals with the freedom of profession. So it will not be affected if the reservation is introduced by this amendment. It will not affect. This is an exception. Article 15 clause 5 is an exception to that. Again, Supreme Court held that minority education institution will not be affected. Means by this amendment, if minority education is unaided, then this provision will not be applicable to minority education which are unaided. This provision is applicable to those minority education institutions who are government or aided private education. त्यांना applicable आहे ही provision. Then we'll move on next slide. Next slide deals with the Article 15 clause 6. The Modi government has introduced 103rd Amendment. By 103rd Amendment, they have introduced new category for the reservation. That is on the basis of economic basis, they have given the reservation. The question arises whether 103rd Amendment is a constitutionally valid because in 1992 Supreme Court held that 10% reservation was guaranteed at that time on the basis of economic criteria, but Supreme Court held that economic basis cannot be criteria for the reservation. In 2019, Supreme Court has introduced the 103rd Amendment, and on that basis, whether economic can be the basis for the reservation. The Supreme Court held that amendment is a constitutionally valid. So, as per this amendment, who are the beneficiary? As per this amendment, those who are not covered under Article 15 and under Article 16 till now will be the beneficiary as per this amendment. Those category, those individual who he may be a Hindu, Muslim, Brahmin, they will get the benefit of this amendment. So who are entitled we will discuss, and who will not entitled for the beneficit of this reservation in subsequent slide. This slide 120 bill 124th amendment bill was present in the parliament and it is passed by the parliament. By this amendment bill, 10% quota was introduced by the government for the economically weaker section. As per this amendment, Brahmin, Rajput, Maratha can take a benefit take a benefit of this reservation. Then we'll move to next slide. This person will not get a benefit. Gross annual family income more than 8 lakhs or 8 lakhs will not get benefits. Any person who is holding 1.5 acres of land and above will not be a beneficiary. Then next, a residential area 1000 square feet and more will not be a beneficiary of this amendment. Then residential plot of 100 square feet will not be a beneficiary. This person will not, because 103rd amendment, as per the 103rd amendment, who is the beneficiary on the basis of family income. So whether family income economic criteria is constitutionally valid or not, or whether it is violate the basic structure of the constitution, the Supreme Court held that it is constitutionally valid. Then we will move to the next slide. Next slide deals with the Article 16 of the Constitution. What is Article 16 clause 1 of the Constitution? Article 16 clause 1 of the Constitution deals with equal opportunity in public employment. All person are eligible in public employment, but qualification, there can be a qualification. So qualification, on the basis of qualification you will get equal opportunity in public employment. There will not be a discrimination on the basis of religion, race, caste, sex, descent. There will not be a discrimination. Articles 16 clause the Constitution ensure the equality. Article 16 is the extension of Article 14 of the Constitution. So all persons are entitled for the equal opportunity in public employment. Then Article 16 clause 2 of the Constitution deals with no citizen shall on the grounds only of religion, race, caste, sex, descent or place of birth or resident or any of them will be ineligible for the employment. Article 16 clause 3 deals with the Article 16 clause 3 is the exception to the Article 16 clause 1 and 16 clause 2. Article 16 clause 3 deals with the is import the parliament for the for certain class of employment resident can be the qualification. So on the basis of resident, domicile can be requirement for the certain job. Without domicile you cannot get non-domicile will not get job, and those who are domicile, Maharashtrian domicile will get job, not other domicile will not get the job. There is a difference between domicile and nationality. So certain employment may be based on the domicile. This import the parliament to make a certain class of employment on the basis of domicile resident. So we move on next topic, that is Article 16 clause 4. Article 16 clause 4 enable the state government to make a special provision for the appointment in favor of any backward classes which are not adequately represented in the government service. So Article 16 clause 4 enable the government to make a special provision, make a reservation system for SC, ST and those who are not adequately represented in government service. For them, state government can make a reservation as per this article. Article 15 clause 4 deals with the reservation in education. Article 16 clause 4 deals with the reservation in job. There is a difference. This is the difference between Article 15 clause 4 and Article 16 clause. We will discuss difference in Mandal Commission case. Next clause. Next clause deals with the reservation in promotion. In Indira Savne versus Union of India. In this case, Supreme Court held that reservation in promotion is invalid, but government by 77 amendment by inserting clause 4A in Article 16 has made the provision of the reservation in promotion. But this clause is applicable to only SC and ST category, scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. This provision is not applicable to other backward classes. Then we move to next. Next, what is carry forward rule? Article 16 clause 4B deals with the carry forward rule. Carry forward rule was held unconstitutional in Devdasan case versus Union of India. In this case, Supreme Court held that carry forward rule is unconstitutional. But Parliament by amendment, by 81st Amendment, inserted clause 4B in Article 16 and it introduces carry forward rule against. As per this article, if eligible candidate do not get, then the vacancy of the reserve category will be carried forward to the next year. समजा गव्हर्नमेंटने 100 जागा काढल्या, 100 जागापैकी 17 जागा SC आणि ST च्या असतील आणि 17 जागावरती आलेच नाही, कोणीच आलं नाही, तर 17 जागा नेक्स्ट इयरला कॅरी फॉरवर्ड होतील. पुन्हा नेक्स्ट इयरला 100 वॅकन्सी आहेत आणि पुन्हा SC आणि STच्या 17 वॅकन्सी प्लस मागच्या वर्षाच्या 17 वॅकन्सी असे करून किती होतील, 34. असं कॅरी फॉरवर्ड रूल 34 जागा SC आणि STच्या असतील. हा रूल फक्त SC आणि ST ला ऍप्लिकेबल आहे, अदर बॅकवर्ड कॅटेगरीला ऍप्लिकेबल नाही आहे. असं फक्त 3 वर्षापर्यंत वॅकन्सी कॅरी फॉरवर्ड होते या नियमानुसार. आर्टिकल 16 क्लॉज 5 हे रिलीजियस क्वालिफिकेशन फॉर रिलीजियस इन्स्टिट्यूशन साठी डील्स करतं. Article 16 clause 5 is exception to Article 16 clause 1 of the Constitution. So, on the basis of religion, discrimination नहीं है. A religious qualification prescribed करने की power Article 16 clause 5 enable कर the state government law to prescribe the religious qualification for the religious institution. Then next clause. Next clause is added by 103rd Amendment. That is, this clause is added to the Article 16. That is, this clause enables the state government to create a reservation in favor of any economically weaker section of the citizen. This reservation should not exceed more than 10%. 10%. The reservation has a nothing output, but this is the criticism of the reservation. What is the output of the reservation? There is a criticism, there is a nothing output, but it is dividing the society into different sections. Again, second criticism is that reservation are nothing but means to prosper the vote bank of politicians. Then we'll move to the next slide, that is existing, that it deals with the reservation. How much reservation is in India? It reached to the 60%. For OBC, 27%. For ST, 7.5%. For SC, 15%. General 40, and EWS 10%. Now it's reached to the 60%. Now we'll discuss Indira Savne versus Union of India 1993. This is one of the landmark judgment on the reservation. Number of point is clear in this by this judgment regarding the reservation. So we'll discuss one by one the the observation of the Supreme Court held in this case. The first point is held in this case. In this case is backward classes of citizen in Article 16 Clause 4 can be identified on the basis of caste and not only on economic basis. So backward and more backward classes can be allowed. There is no specific method to identify the backward classes. So Supreme Court held that backward classes should be identified on the basis of caste, not only on the basis of economics. So both criteria should be taken into consideration. Not only the economic criteria should be taken into consideration. The next point we'll discuss held in the Indira Savne's case, that is Article 16 Clause 4 is not an exception to Article 16 Clause 1. Before the Indira Savne's case, in number of cases, Supreme Court held that Article 16 Clause 4 is an exception to the Article 16 Clause 1. But in Indira Savne's case, Supreme Court held that Article 16 Clause 4 is not an exception to Article 16 Clause 1. Article 16 Clause 1 can also create the reservation. As per Article 16 Clause 1 can be also a reservation. Then we will proceed to the next point, that is backward classes in Article 16 Clause 4 are not similar to as a socially and educationally backward in Article 15 Clause 4. I have discussed that Article 15 Clause 4 is for the educational admission for educational institution, and Article 16 Clause 4 deals with the reservation in job. So Article 15 Clause 4 and Article 16 Clause 4 both are not similar. There is a difference. Article 16 Clause 4 is a wider than Article 15 Clause 4. Article 15 Clause 4 deals with the socially and educationally backward class, but Article 16 Clause 4 deals with the socially and educationally backward plus those categories which are not adequately represented in government service. So Article 16 clause 4 is a wider than Article 15 clause 4. Then next point held in the Indira Savnes cases, that is familiar must be excluded from the backward classes. So what is familiar? Familiar means advanced section of the group or class. They must be excluded from the benefit of the reservation. So government has 6 lakhs, 8 lakhs, 8 लाख वाल्यांना 8 लाखच्या पुढे ज्यांची इन्कम आहे त्यांना बेनिफिट भेटणार नाही. So this is one of the point held in the Indira Savnes case. Then we'll move to the next point, that is Article 16 clause 4 permit the classification of backward classes into backward and more backward classes. While discussing Article 15 clause 4, I said that backward and more backward classes is a bad Supreme Court held in Balaji's case. Article 15 clause 4 does not permit backward and more backward classification, but Article 16 clause 4 permit backward and more backward classification as per the Indira Savnes case. Then we'll discuss next point, that is reservation shall not exceed 50%. Now the reservation has reached to the 60%. What is the opinion of the Supreme Court in Indira Savne? Reservation should not exceed more than 50%. Reservation can exceed more than 50% only in extraordinary circumstances. But this point is nullified by the 103rd Amendment. Now the reservation has reached to the 60% in India. Then we will move to the next point. Next point is reservation can be made by executive order. What is executive order? Executive order means order of the president or order of the governor. So reservation can be made by the order of the executive as well as the by law of the parliament. Then next point is no reservation in promotion. In Indira Savnes Supreme Court held that there should be no reservation in promotion. Reservation should be in only in initial appointment. But Parliament by 77th Amendment inserted clause 4A. As per that clause, reservation is allowed in promotion for SC and ST category. Then we will just next point is held in the Indira Savne, that is permanent statutory body should be established. So National Commission for Backward Class is established as per this point to examine backward classes progress. The next point deals with the Mandal Commission reports. Majority held that Mandal Commission report is valid. Minority held that Mandal Commission report is invalid. New commission should be established. The next point held in the Indira Savnes case by the court, that is dispute regarding new criteria. So any dispute regarding new criteria regarding backward classes, it exclusion or inclusion regarding the backward classes, then the dispute can be decided by the Supreme Court only. High Court does not have power regarding that dispute. So the judgment of the Indira Savne was welcomed by in most of the, by the society, but some jurists has criticized judgment has created a casteism in the society. So casteism. Next point deals with the IAS, IPS children will not get the benefit of the reservation. Friend, I stop here. Thank you.